It's Week 11 of the National Football League, and this one features Josh Jacobs. He'll be a focal point of his offense this week. It's the Packers and the Bears, next on Madden NFL 25.
And here it is, one of the NFL's truly iconic stadiums, and the oldest one still in use. It's Soldier Field in Chicago. Glad to have you with us, football fans. Kate Scott and Brock Heward up here in the broadcast booth. And Brock, one side with a clear advantage coming into this one, coming off the bye week. While their opposition, well, not only are they less rested, but they're coming off a big L as well.
Just a reality. Just a reality of the NFL that every season you're going to catch somebody coming off a bye who had more time to rest up than you did. And if you feel sorry for yourself, well, you're probably going to lose. When these games come along, it's time to grit your teeth and work even harder on those tired legs. You're going to see a lot of teams in that spot try some big plays early to grab that momentum right from the jump.
Time for teams to start making moves towards the postseason. Here we go in Week 11. Brings in the kick at the 9. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So out come the Bears, ready for their first possession. And leading them out to the #1 overall pick in this year's draft out of USC, a player with immense promise, Caleb Williams.
Last week, Kate, you won't call his effort wasted now. But you wish a game like that would have come in a win instead of showing up in a contest they ended up dropping. 2 touchdowns, no picks. That's the type of game that wins are typically built off of.
Here's Swift on second down. And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. Devontae Wyatt finishing that play off. And the Packers at a 5th DB out there for this 3rd down play. Williams from the gun. He's on the move. Oh, he's going to run for it. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Pass caught by Adunze. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. All right, all set up now, 1st and 10. Now here's Williams. That's complete, Cole Kmet. And he's going to be out of bounds right along the 20. 2nd and 3 now. Running behind center with Swift. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he's brought down for a loss. So on 4th down, out is Cairo Santos for the Bears field goal. Ball on the left hash, 37 yards out. Carney's kick is good. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. It's Keyshawn Nixon with the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. So now it's the Packers getting out on offense for their opening drive. Bringing them out, someone who wowed last year in his first chance as a starter, Jordan Love.
As you take the field coming off of a real late season bye, you just want to maximize what last week was all about. Making sure that physically, mentally, emotionally, you're recharged so you can go attack the final stretch of this.
He's got it inside the 25. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that will give them some serious momentum along with a first down. Love out of the shotgun. Has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Gervon Dexter escorted him to the ground.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up. Shotgun now for Love. This is reeled in by Reed. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Well, so far, they've got to be pretty happy with how he's been leading their offense. It has been a great start.
And I'd hesitate to say it's only going to get better, especially if they really decide to keep running this offense through that quarterback's arm. You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here, but they don't wind up empty-handed on the drive. And the kicker, he gets to pad his stats a little bit with a high percentage make.
And he got all of that one, that's for sure. But with our new kickoff rules in play this year, that means the football is going to be spotted at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. And he's going to get up to about the 33, but no more. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Williams on the play action. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
He was covered by Jair Alexander.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. On 4th down, it's Torrey Taylor on for the Bears to punt this away. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Packers and their wide receivers set for this next possession. And we see that to this point, he's leading the NFL in touchdown receptions as we work through November and into our final month plus of play. Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2. They stick with Jacobs. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Trying to work quickly now. Turning to Jacobs on 3rd. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just caught.
And he won't escape. The Bears take him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. That one hits at the 6, but can't check up. It gets into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now heads back out to the field. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. 1st down, here's Swift. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Off the play fake, Williams. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up. Working from the gun, Williams. Complete beyond the marker. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. They're now set for 1st and 10. They go play action here. Has his man, it's a Dunze. And he winds up out of bounds, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Bears football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Now throw in the direction of DJ Moore. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Brought in right side. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
On 3rd down, here's Swift. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there. He's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
This is ahead for about 5. That was Asante Samuel Jr. there on the tackle. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
To throw is Williams. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Out of the pistol, Williams. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. So on 4th down, out is Cairo Santos for the Bears field goal. He was good on his first attempt, and his second from a little over 45 here. Carney's kick is good. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Nixon now to return it. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out now runs the Packer offense. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. And he gets him around 6 there. That was Stephon Gilmore stopping that play. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 34. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. 1st and 10 from the 41. Love from the gun. Watson with the catch. And looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. That was Stephon Gilmore stopping that play. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Love to throw again. He's got Watson. And he's able to cross midfield before going out.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. On the handoff, here's Jacobs. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it'll be 1st down Packers.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
Here's ETN on 1st down. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. To the air with Love. Complete out to the right. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. And there it is. They had a mission to try and get him 1,000 in this game, and that last catch did it. What an excellent year for him catching that football. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. This is Jacobs running left. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
That's to the sideline, and it's a catch by Watson. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Green Bay.
Play fake, it's Love. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
And this is going to be incomplete. Great looking catch, but he lost track of that sideline and went out of bounds. We've got 4th down. Mevis able to knock it through. And we're all tied up now in the 1st half.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
The Bears about set for their next possession. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Now an inside handoff to Swift. And this one does not go far. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They run with Swift. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. The Packers take their 1st time out. 2nd and 13. Finds him over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. 16 yards on the play. And that's good for a Bears 1st down. On the ground with Swift. And he's bottled up at the line on the final play before the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Williams from the gun. Escapes the pocket. He can run it. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's it 2nd. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Has the connection to Odunze. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears get some late points and the lead. It's a Rome Odunze touchdown. Extra point is good by Santos. And the Bears break that tie and now lead by 7. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Nixon now to return it. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Love out of the shotgun. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Shotgun now for Love. Looking right, and he finds him. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. The Packers trying to hurry to the line. Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. Again, Daniel Whelan heading out for another punt. He broke 50 on his first punt and looks to have done the same here. And he'll have this fair catch right along the 25. The Bears send Rome Odunze headed back out on offense. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Complete out to the right side. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. 2nd and 3 now.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. Cut out left. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Timeout Chicago. It uses its second. Williams to throw on first. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Another try following the sack. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Running with Swift out of the gun. He's got room to roam here. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. And with a push of a button, we say so long to the halftime report and jump right back to the start of the 3rd quarter. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Nicole Hardman now on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 22 on that one. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. 1st down throw, here's Love. Searching well behind the line. Looking for his wide receiver there. So 2nd down coming up.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
A 2nd down throw here for Love. A throw left side to Watson. And he's going to be across midfield close to the 45 before going out. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Handoff here to Jacobs. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Everybody rushing back to the line. They'll run for it, Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. They only needed a couple, and that is what they got. Not the most impressive gain, but a big one as they get the 1st. Love. Completed over the middle. And he's taken down at the 30. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And he's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Takes the handoff, now Love. Gets this one to Watson. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll be 1st down, Packers. From the red zone now. This one's caught. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Loves to throw again. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Jalen Johnson with the pick. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
And 10 yards to go.
Working from the gun, Williams. Look, pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down. On is the punt team, and away goes the punt. And he collects the fair catch just inside the 35. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Packers will take over possession. Thrown on first down, Love. Completes this one to Kraft. Now following that completion, we see a man shaken up. Officials calling for a pause as he gets looked at. Ball on the 45, first and 10. Love looking to pass. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective. I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Throwing his Love on third. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. The Packers send out their punting unit. Averaging a little under 50 a kick so far, Brock, as he gets away another one. And that hit at the 5, but got the bounce it needed to reach the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Bears back out on offense. And they came in on a rough stretch, 4 straight losses, but things looking better now as they've got this lead. Catch is made down the right sideline. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's a Chicago first down. Pass complete to Duvernay. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
From the 46. Pass caught by Adunze. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for first and 10.
That's good for a Chicago Bears.
Sticking in the air, it's Williams. That's into the hands of Moore. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Brought down by Quay Walker.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Second down now, 7 to go. Williams from the gun. Moore's got it. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. On the carry, it's Swift. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. So on 4th down, out is Cairo Santos for the Bears field goal. This is a 55-yard look from the left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Nixon now to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Green Bay offense about to get started once more. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's Love to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
2nd and 10, Love trying again. Passing struggles bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Love from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Offense in the hurry-up now. Love throwing on 4th. He's got it close to the marker. Oh, but they're going to say incomplete. He didn't get the feet down on 4th down. They're set up at the 35 now. Williams to throw on 1st. Completed here to Komet. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st. Now Williams. Throwing the out route complete. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal. First and goal now as they try to pad this lead. Throw right side hauled in by Komet. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. 8 yards to go as they get set on 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Has it in close. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Here's Williams. Buys time, rolling. And he'll score. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Caleb Williams, the touchdown. Santos connects on the point after. And the Bears take a 3-possession lead. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Nixon now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Now here comes the Green Bay offense. Their failure on 4th down was answered by a touchdown, so they're really going to need to rebuild some momentum as they take the field once again. On 1st and 10, here's Love. Cut by Jacobs. And he'll get it up to the 27. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Love out of the shotgun. To the outside. It's intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson has it. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back to the pick 6. Santos now for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Bears make it a 24-point ball game. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Hardman with a return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Packers. drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Love back to it after the pick. Finds his man. It's Kraft. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Here's 2nd and 5. Watson with the catch. Keeps on moving into the red zone. It's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers making the scoreboard look a touch better. Christian Watson with the touchdown. He's throwing for it. Nothing doing on that 2-point opportunity. A fail on the conversion.
You go with what you think is your best option. There they felt like it was going to be a pass, but sometimes it simply doesn't work.
Here's a return from the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. Even though they've got a 3-score lead, still a lot of time left, so they're going to try to grow it even further. Out of the shotgun to give to Swift. And this one doesn't go far. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. And that play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving. 1st and 10 from the 41. They run the counter with Swift. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Chicago brings out the punting unit. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Packers and receiver Christian Watson ready to go once again. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. And we'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Thrown on 1st down, Love. This one taken in by Kraft. Love hustling everybody to the line. 2nd and 6 now. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. That one vehemently swatted away. So it'll be 3rd down. Shotgun now for Love. He lofts it deep left. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. 3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Love to throw again. They connect for the 1st. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. We're working quickly here. He's got Watson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 1st down throw. Here's Love. He's going to loft one deep to the left. He's got it deep downfield. And he's got it. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers get it back to within 2 possessions. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
To the air with Love. And he goes down. The pressure gets home, and they will not take another 2 off that lead. Okay, Brock, dialing up another 2-point call, and remember when your friends didn't have a voicemail and it would just ring and ring and ring? It's still ringing. Falls short again of reaching that end zone.
Yeah, this defense is not doing very good between the 20s or even in the red zone, but they do find a way to rise up. This is always my challenge with being super aggressive, is why give that defense something to feel good about coming off the field after you put 6 on the board?
First down throw by Williams. Komet pulls it in along the sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Running behind center with Swift. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Staying grounded with Swift. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. They'll send out the punting unit. Torrey Taylor will kick this away. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Love from the gun. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. Brought in inside the 20. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. Has it in close. And he goes down, so they're set up with a nice 1st and goal as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Jacobs. Can't push it across. They make the stand. It looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too. Again, it's Jacobs. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Packers now within 1 score in the 4th. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. Mevis with a point after. And the Packers trim the deficit down to 5. So with less than a minute and a half to play, they must recover this onside effort. And it looks like the Bears are able to recover that kick. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now a give to Swift. And he's brought down for a loss. The Packers take their first time out. Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 43.
Going one again with Swift. And they're ready for him at the line. Couldn't manage anything there. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's it, 2nd. Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. This is Swift. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the 1st. Timeout taken by the Packers. Their 3rd and final one. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. They'll run it with Swift. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play.